And then I started doing some projects for school. I started getting some recognitions, like that Rosecrans video. The original version was a little more graphic. We had to do this PSA, and I contacted Rosecrans. And they were like, yeah, sure, you can shoot a commercial for us. And I was like, cool. And so, you know, I wanted to show the reality of what drug addiction's like. You know, it looks fun, it looks alluring, but, you know, you're going to get fucked up by it at some point in time.
So they were pretty upset with you in a sense. They're like, this is too hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we said we could do it, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they were pretty pissed at me.
They just wanted, like, someone sitting in front of the camera. I used to do drugs, but now I go to Rosecrans. Show no, like, short film or whatever the fuck. And then, and then at the same time, you did this other short film where you used my song Back to Life, and it's almost like a short horror film.
That was fun.
We don't need no sacrifice. We gon' bring them back to life.
What's it called?
Yeah, it's called Campfire. I actually, this is actually the final nail in the coffin of what stopped people from working with me at film production class. So Campfire, it's not the name of the film, but that's the name of the film. It's like campfire stories. I accidentally got too close to the fire and melted the not the camera itself, but like the housing unit that affects how much light comes in. So it's like the shutter. Well, the camera wasn't ruined, but the shutter got a little warped from the heat.
Well, about 30 years ago, there was this girl, Mary Whitfield. You know, she was pretty popular. She worked at the local Dine and Dash, and she was loved by a lot of people. However,
we reshot the murder scene because the original director, we did it in his house, and he didn't want us getting in his house a mess. And his sister, who was the original actress, didn't want to get covered in blood. And, you know, if we're doing a horror film, we got to try to bring in some horror to it. You know, I didn't know how to... For what he wanted me to shoot, we weren't doing anything out for Hitchhiking. It was, you know, we're doing it like it's supposed to be brutal, but we're not using anything that any of the blood to make it brutal. It was really odd. So we reshot this film.
Wow.
We reshot this film with my guy Jeremy. He does special effects work. He was a part of this horror year-long haunted house down in Illinois. So he was all like, dude, we're just going to make a shitload of fake blood, dude. We'll get this looking. And nice. So, you know, we had fake blood all over the place, and I got fake blood on the camera.
Is it for real? Yeah, it happened to David Mann.
I ended up working for a record company doing video production. It was at the end of my
film
associate. While I was working on my certificate as a mixed media production specialist. And he was all like, hey, I need a video guy. You know, he was like, yeah. I'm like, well, I do video work. Just got a certificate in film and audio production. He was like, rock on, stop by. So I did, and I stopped by. Yeah. And we started talking. He's like, this is what I need from you. I'm like, okay. He was like, I need you to record the bands. I need you to make promotional videos. I need some music videos, documentaries.
Can you prepare for the shit that you started? This silence is broken. We found to take what is left of the young for the children. This is for those who oppose us. We change position. We won't stop for no one.
I did a documentary for a local band called Beyond Threshold, and they're like basically Turkey Vulture's house band. I started working on a video with them. Like I was going out to these shows, and I was the video recorder guy. So I would go and I'd take photographs.
Man, I am hungry. Vegetables. Who the heck eats vegetables nowadays? Ooh, cheese. I gotta think to put the cheese on.
We can't forget about your most popular video,
No,
how to
I
make
don't
a
got
peanut
anything
butter
to
and
put
jelly
cheese on.
sandwich.
How am I gonna have cheese?
That is.
Nothing-
It's just literally JJ making three
hell am I gonna
different kinds, and people love it. It's just like he's going through the steps of making PB and J, and it's crazy views.
Do you know how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? The cornerstone to every single person and child's diet out there.
I only posted that because this one kid in class was like, "That is the best video I've ever seen. You are so stoned in it, but it's awesome. If you post that, I would show that every time I get the chance."
And he probably did, because it's getting up there. It's almost gone viral or something. But
put your bread down in an order that's easy to manage for you. Grab your peanut butter and a knife and spread. 2 tablespoons on the edge of a knife should be enough to cover the entire piece of
I actually
bread.
got that video actually helped me get my girlfriend too. But she said she would watch that video like 2 or 3 times a night just so she could hear my voice, and that's like one of the things that made her decide to come back, because she wanted to like be close to me.
Now that you have peanut butter on your bread, it is time to add jelly to the remaining slices.
There's a debate among peanut butter and jelly connoisseurs. Do you use a spoon to spread the jelly or do you use a knife? Let's take a look at each one's advantages and disadvantages, shall we?
Start with your instrument of choice, but be careful with the knife, or jelly will fall off. With a spoon, though, you have to beat the jelly off the spoon in order to spread it around. Always remove the jelly over the bread when using a knife so jelly doesn't get over the counter. Having jelly all over your counter just says you're a slob. Don't be a slob. One of the advantages of the knife compared to that of the spoon is that it has more surface area, allowing for the easier spread of the jelly or jam across the bread. And that is your original peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Just put both pieces of bread together and enjoy.